صلى الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب وحلم يجي الله يواجه أحمده سبحانه وتعالى وأشكره وهو أهل حمد وثناء وأشهد أن لا إله إلا وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ومصطفى اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم. Praise be to the one Allah who revealed the book to his servant Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and did not make any distortion to it. I praise him, Allah, the exalted one and the high, and I thank him. It is he who deserves the praise and gratitude. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, the one who has no part, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the servant of Allah and his messenger who was chosen by Allah. O Allah, let your blessings and your peace be upon your servant, your messenger Muhammad, and on his family and companions. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مدد 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 يا شاهي مدد مدد يا سلطان الأولياء. Alhamdulillah bil alameen. On this day, Friday, is a holy day in the week. It is the holiest day of the week. And Allah Almighty has made it as an opportunity for us to gather and to be reminded of ourselves. Allah calls us to remember Him, but Allah knows who He is. But Allah Almighty gathers us so we may know about ourselves and to remember about ourselves. We are in a physical form, we have names, and if we've made it out of the womb this far, then congratulations. Many did not make it out the womb. Many did not make it to their preteens. Many did not make it through their teenage years. Many did not make it to their 20s or their 30s or their 40s. So if we're here in sound mind, you can hear my voice, then that means that we are fortunate and we are also responsible for what we understand about what we hear. Some people listen and they don't understand. Some people listen and they do understand. And there's a reason for that. Allah Almighty does not make any mistakes. Allah Almighty, when He brought us here from somewhere that we cannot remember that we were there. Your existence now, we see you now, we have your name, your parents seen you, your relatives, neighbors have seen you. You see yourself in the mirror, you pinch yourself, you wake up yourself 24/7. You are witnessing to your physical existence. You are witnessing to your existence. Allah Almighty is the one that brings us in existence. To bring us in existence does not mean we didn't exist. To bring us in existence means that at one time we were hidden. Just like once we were hidden in the womb of our mother. When the sperm emitted from our father's loins into the womb of our mother, we didn't know, they didn't know, that we would be coming out soon. That was hidden for a while, until after a while there were signs that the mother was saying something is going on. I'm not in my regular, normal cycle of activity through my body. Something is coming, something is happening. Then at that point we still don't know if it's going to be a male or female. That's still hidden. Then after maybe about a few months, there is a shifting. There is a movement. Someone says, mother says, oh, I felt something push. The baby is alive. At that time, that part of you, the real you, that was hidden, now Allah Almighty has put it in the physical being. And Allah Almighty says about us, remember the days of Allah Almighty. We have forgotten the days of Allah Almighty. We are here became physical. We have no clue where we go when we leave the physical. That's the mystery. We know people that are born. We've seen them born, come out of a mother's womb. We've seen their stomach flat. We've seen their stomach grow, and a baby comes out of her womb. We've seen them grow, and we've seen that human being, and we see them, that soul coming out their body, and we have to put them in the ground. That same power, that same you that we don't know about, came and left. When it's in the body, we call it coming out the mother's womb, we call it birth. When we leave and in the grave, we call it death. How can something be a death if it has no beginning and it has no end? Because you don't see it and you don't know it, don't mean it don't exist. It ain't real. And this is why we are no different from all those that have been mentioned in the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Quran. We are no different from the people of Noah, those who believed in Noah and followed his word, and he was able to come to them and bring them out of darkness to light. Some rejected. Some rejected. But no one was created without the ability to go into light, to have understanding, to be able to listen, understand. That's why everybody is threatened. Everybody is threatened. Why would your Lord, your Creator, who created the heavens and earth, everything in it, threaten you? Because we don't listen and we don't understand, we don't hear and obey what? The reality of our existence. The real reality of our existence. That power of powers. There's more powerful than any earthly power. It is beyond the heavens. It is dominating, more powerful than the earth. That comes and dwells in us just a minute. And very few are fortunate enough to be conscious and aware and understand that power, and they're able to represent their Creator on earth and in heaven while they're on earth. Read about those who were in the Old Testament. You think that was tales of the ancient? Read about the ones in the New Testament. Read about the ones in crime. Read about those powerful people who brought people out of darkness into light. Look at the people of Moses who were in slavery for Pharaoh for hundreds of years. And a little baby born in a mother, once a sperm drop in his father's loins, emitted in his mother's womb, coming out, that power that was hidden, now it's not hidden anymore. Goes to that person who was enslaving all these people. Say, let my people go. Who was saying, let my people go? Moses, like anybody else, can only know himself according to what his Lord wants him to know of himself. But just like Moses said, just like Jesus said, just like Abraham said, just like Solomon said, just like Muhammad said, oh Allah, do everything by your leave. By your leave. See, that is the consciousness that we have lost. That's the consciousness that caused us to be divided and conquered and look at shapes and forms and judge people based on their religion or their size or their origin or their language. Because we don't have a clue that we're all coming from the same place. We're all coming from the same thread. We all come from Allah and we return to Allah. Everybody don't return though. Everybody don't return. And Allah threatens us. If I send you there and you come back and you won't hear and obey what I send to you to come to me, then don't come back. You're not going to come back. You can't come back. Then we will be put hidden again. Because the soul, that part of us from Allah Almighty, has no beginning and has no end. But that part of us that's a test, our physical body is a test. And Allah tests us to see if we're going to seek refuge in him and to know him in ourselves by sending us trials and tribulations. Whether when we go through a trial and tribulation, are we going to seek refuge in him? Or are we going to seek refuge in the enemy of ourselves, which is Satan, the rejected one who fell from felicity with our parents Adam and Eve because he received to hear and obey, to listen and understand. His ignorance was such that if he would have bowed down to Adam like Allah Almighty told him, Allah said, I would have given you the right, more ranks, more lights. Just one order. See, the thing is this. He bowed down, but he hesitated, which is a rejection. When you hesitate, that's a rejection. Hesitation means doubt. You doubt yourself, you doubt your Lord. Who you trusted? How did you get here? Through your parents? How did your parents get you here? What was in them to get you here? First they had to have the male equipment, the female equipment. Then they had to have everything that would nurture you in the womb. And me too. None of us was dropped here by the stalk. Y'all realize that, right? Down somebody's chimney. So there's a process. We're not thinking about that process. We're not thinking about that miraculous miracle. The miraculous of the miraculous. Everybody is a personal miracle. Their personal miracle. There's nothing that is impossible. Nothing. Nothing is impossible. Except what we say in our own selves. And if we say it's impossible, it's impossible. Because we have that power. So when you get in your test and you don't know who you are and you seek refuge in anything other than Allah Almighty, we are setting up partners to Allah Almighty. When that stress comes on you and you can't handle the difficulties of life, because now Allah is testing us and making us to go inside to that part of ourselves that has no beginning and has no end. We seek refuge in wine, women in song, and wine, men in song, or something synthetic. That is setting up partners to Allah. That is the worst sin. Means we've lost our hope. This worst sin means we don't really believe. We're fake. Running in churches, synagogues, and mosques and temples. Like we're all holy. Allah tests us. No creatures are tested like human beings are tested. None of them. People blown up all in the street. They having out enjoying themselves when somebody blow them up. But their bodies are not them and they're not their bodies. That part of us that is not from us has to trust in that part of us that's not from us. That's what Jesus Christ was saying. Be in the kingdom, seek the kingdom of heaven, all things be given unto you. Be in the world, but not of the world, because you're not of the world. Stop acting like you're from the world. We were sent here, even though our grandparents failed here, which was a trial and tribulation on them, they fell from felicity to hell. Ain't none of us born in heaven. So we're born in hell. And that's why there's no certainty here. Anything goes. Anything goes. They say, all fair in love and war. All is fair when you're born in this life. Anything goes. You may not make it out the womb. You may make it out the womb and die. You may be blown up. You may be shot up. You may be burned up. But it ain't you. That's not you. And it's not them. But see, we've lost the connection to the perfection. And that's why we have no doggone direction. We are lost. Lost. lost, running into my synagogues and churches and temples for what? Bunch of hypocrites. Because as soon as the test comes, we're going to run into that wine. Run to that woman, run to that man and that wine. Run to them drugs for comfort. That's seeking refuge in something other than your Creator. That is setting apartness. See, Satan says, Allah promised you, and I promised you, but I failed in my promise to you. All I did was call you, and you came. I had no authority over you. So don't blame me, blame you. Hind pots, that's what he says. How you gonna blame me? You know what he's gonna say? I never set up. You set up partners. You set me up as partners to Allah Almighty. I didn't set myself up. You set me up. You sought refuge in me instead of your Lord. And you blame me. That's what Satan's going to say. That's what he says. That's why Allah Almighty sent 124,000 prophets and said, don't fall for that. Anybody that's not speaking like the prophet spoke is not of God. I don't care what they say, where they stand. But what comes from God goes to God. What comes from the heart goes to the heart. What comes from the soul goes to the soul. So everybody knows. But everybody don't accept. Why? Because we want a fast food, a microwave fix. We don't want to trust. See, patience is trust. When you call a cab, you got to go somewhere. You wait until the cab comes because you know the cab is coming. Sometimes even if it's late. You trust it so you can continue to wait. But when something happens in our life, Allah Almighty may fix it right away, or he just may wait and watch and see how we're going to deal with it. This is universal. It can be said in the churches, the mosques, the synagogue, anywhere. Because we're dealing with human beings. All of us think the same way. We need the same things, our Creator. We're all breathing oxygen. You tell me human beings are inhaling something other than oxygen or drinking something other than water. That's the oneness. So why are we trying to divide up the oxygen and the water, saying that my water is better than your water, my oxygen is better than your oxygen, when you can't even see the oxygen? We become stupefied, stupid, and we call ourselves righteous people. Righteous people. We don't even understand what that is. We don't even know who we are. How are we going to say what we are? See, because when you function from that power in you, and everybody has it, that has no beginning and has no end. Now this life becomes another kind of life. Allah Almighty says this is going to be another kind of earth. He's going to change the earth, and he's going to change the heavens. So what is that saying? That Allah is not going to change outside of us until we change what is inside of us. Otherwise, we won't even be able to recognize the change. We don't see that everything is happening for a reason. We just had a storm. We just had a flood. When have we had floods? In the Midwest, floods like this. When have we had earthquakes everywhere? Tornadoes everywhere. The weather changing everywhere. The people changing. People are going crazy. People are going to be just blowing themselves up for just because they just cannot deal with it no more. See, that means that we've been setting up partners to Allah Almighty, and that's why we're being cheated. See, guidance, when you follow guidance, guidance brings us from the depths of darkness into light. It gives us an understanding, a consciousness. See, when you know that you're 78% water, then you know that water is healthy to drink. When you know that the foods wise you consume that. When you know for your mind is part physical and part spiritual, that you have to feed it with something of a highness. I said, even when you use your brain to its hardest, you're only using 35% of your brain power. When you're struggling hard with your brain, like one of them scientists or physicians or dental or medical students using all their faculties of brain that's going crazy, trying to drink all kind of coffee to stay up, to keep up with what they got to learn. Only using at most 35% of the brain. Now, how in the heck can we represent the Creator using 35% of our brain? Most people only use less than 10%. So when you are connected to that power that has no beginning, that has no end, you're using 150% of your brain. Your physical power, you're using 100% of your physical power. You're using 100% of your spiritual power. Now you can bring somebody from the darkness to light. Now you can part the Red Sea. You can bring somebody from the dead. You can bring a table spread from the heavens. Because it ain't you no more. Because the body is not us and we're not the body. But as long as we get hung up in it, we can only use a little bit of power. So we run up all in the mosques, the churches, and synagogues. I'm holy. I'm reading my book. Yeah, God said this. Flunky what? We're a bunch of flunkies. How are we going to understand anything we read if we don't understand us? How are we going to understand what we see if we don't understand it? How are we going to understand what we hear if we don't understand us? That means we are deaf, dumb, and blind. Waiting to die. Waiting to die. Life is supposed to be sweet for everybody. Would you invite someone to your house and mistreat them? You're going to give them full hospitality. Especially if they are royal guests. You're going to wash the windows. Maybe you might get the dust off the top of the curtains you ain't been getting. But you're going to lay it out. You're going to lay it out. Allah Almighty has honored us. Given us honor. And He has created the heavens and the earth for the honor of human beings. No one has been more honored than the human being. And that's why it is crazy to disrespect another human being. Who are you disrespecting when you're disrespecting somebody else? You're disrespecting the artist. You look at a painting and you criticize and say that's an ugly painting. Did you criticize the painting? No, you criticize the artist. We are the artistry of our Creator. None of us are the same. None of us have the same fingerprints. We don't even have the same fingerprints on the same hand. And there are more than 7 billion people in the world. Everybody got different fingerprints. SubhanAllah. To make us think. There's something greater than us that's bringing us to that greatness. And yet we're thinking mediocrity. 10% of our brain power, 25% of our physical power. No, using no spiritual power. Running on jobs, begging people to help you, begging people for your sustenance. And mad if they don't help you, robbing, stealing, and killing for what? Allah threatens us. Oh, foolish people. Return to your Lord in yourself. That's where the sustenance is. That's where the power is. That's where the glory is. That's where paradise is. The kingdom of heaven is within. That's why those people are happy people. They have a peaceful heart. When they come in a place, the energy changes. They don't walk alone. They have thousands of angels with them. All kinds of support with them. They are here, but they're not here. They come to raise us up to high life. They fear nothing but their Lord. They speak nothing but their Lord. They hear nothing but their Lord. They see nothing but their Lord. Shaitan has no power over them. In fact, Satan said, I'm going to leave all mankind astray except for those who listen to their Lord. Because they listen to their Lord, they ain't listening to me. They ain't setting no partners to me. When I bring a trial and tribulation on them, first thing they do is seek refuge in their Lord against the cursed devil. That's what they do. Satan says, I ain't got no power, but I call you. I use your power. Don't you know that Satan was hanging around all the prophets? He hangs around all the holy people. He hangs in all the churches, all the synagogues, all the mosques, and in the temple. Because those people who have self-checked on doing things against their mind, their body, and their soul, he don't have to work with them no more. Now they act functioning from their own ego, their own ignorance. He don't even want to hang with them. He looked down on them. Y'all stupid so-and-so. Let me go hang with the highlight people. And he comes around and causes conflict around those prophets, around those inheritors, around those believers, around those sincere people. Trying to find out the weak links. See if I can get the he said, she said up in here. See if I can get some fitna going up in there. See if I can get some mess going on in here. See if I can get somebody running out of here that was here. And let me continue to do that until there's nobody here. He ain't stupid. He get his power from those who have power. He don't get his power from people that don't have no power. Can you get money from people that are broke? No, he hang around rich people. He ain't stupid. But we are. We are. That's why Allah threatens us. Don't you come back here stupid. Don't you come back here if your heart ain't insecure and pure and tranquil. Because you didn't did what you supposed to do. You did the do. You fought Shaitan in yourself and outside yourself. You helped contribute to the kingdom of heaven on earth. You helped contribute to the changes of changing the earth and the heavens. While you were in the earth, you guarded your existence. You fought the good fight. Takbir! 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 Those people are never forgotten. They're never forgotten. They are never forgotten. But those who forgot about their Lord, they are forgotten. As soon as you put them in the ground and walk away from the grave, you don't even think about them no more. Think about the people you visit at the grave. When last time you visit so-and-so was a fact? When we buried them. I bet you they was right with their Lord. They'll be inviting you. Come visit me. I have something for you. Because Allah said, those who died away Allah not dead. They're in the presence of their Lord taking sustenance. When they were in their existence and seen in their existence, they utilized their existence in a wise way. They pleased their Lord, and their Lord is pleasing with them because they were pleased with their Lord. You can go to their graves, and they can put energy, faith in your heart, bring comfort to your soul. Because they ain't dead. Their physical body's in the grave, yes, but the worms ain't eating the bodies up. They can be there 500 years. You dig them up, it's like they just put them in the grave. See, those are Allah's people. You look at Satan's people, bones, all, you see it, bones, everything eaten all up. After about a month, if you open, you got to see worms all in their ears coming out their eye sockets. We're here to get something for our souls, for ourselves. We are lucky if we're here today. I'm luckier than you because I wouldn't come here if you weren't here. If I hadn't had nothing to say to you, I couldn't hear what I'm saying to you. So thank you for coming up in here. Takbir! 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 Don't get mine. You gonna get yours? Do what you're supposed to do while you're here. And you'll never have to worry about it in eternity. You'll never have to worry about anything. You'll never have to worry about anything in this life while you're in this life. Never! Don't you know how you to be a believer in your Creator and you're worrying me you don't believe in your Creator, you don't trust. Those people, Allah Almighty, Prophet Abraham was saying to Allah Almighty, oh Allah, make this place, the sacred place where the Kaaba is, let it be a place of peace and security for the believers. Raise their station high, that they may be able to take the sustenance of the next life while they're in this life, have the inheritance of the next life and the inheritance of this life in this life. They live another kind of life. They're not like us. They live the high life, not the middle high life, but the high life. Their high is different from the middle high life high. If you see them nod, they get high off that heavenly high. They may nod on the heavenly high, and when they nod on the heavenly high, Allah is giving them more power, more enlightenment. They wake up and they are more wise, more powerful. And Shaitan has a high too, a nod. He got a nod for you too. But you nod into darkness, you come out and still in darkness. When we're going to wake up, stop nodding off Shaitan stuff. You're going to nod off heavenly powers. Heavenly powers. Remember your Lord and start nodding right out. You take you somewhere you ain't never been, you come back, whoo, then you're really going to win. See, you losers when you follow Shaitan, get his nod. He going to give you the nod to get to do the nod. We know about that. But remember, that is not the nod you want. You want the nod from your Lord to raise you to be able to fulfill your existence, to honor your existence. Allah believes in us, but we don't believe in Allah. Ain't that a shame? We didn't create him, he created us. Yet he believes in us. If we don't believe in him, who you think created you? Your mother and your daddy, they didn't have a clue. In fact, they were shocked when it happened. Well, I did this and did that. Well, you did? Well, why is it this? They didn't have a clue. They didn't have a clue. But Allah knew. Allah knew. I know a lot of us wasn't supposed to be here. Slips take over. Here you are. Because Allah wanted you here. That's why you're here. I know I wasn't playing. I was the last of 6. And I know many of you wasn't playing. Even if you was the first. But you here. Your Lord wanted you here. Your Lord wanted you here. Because he had something for you. He got something for you. Don't leave here without getting it. Don't leave here without getting it. Because you'll regret it forever. You'll regret it forever. وَمَا تَوْفِيقِ الْفَاتِحِ. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. وَلِلَّهِ الْحَمْدُ. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salamu ala kabrul muslim. Muhammad Nabi Umi wa ahlihi wa sahbihi ajmain amma ba'd. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the universe. May the greetings and the peace of Allah be upon the best messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the unlettered prophet, and upon his family and upon all of his companions. Ameen. Alhamdulillah bil alameen. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. It should be a sweet life. Difficulty should roll off your back like water off a duck's back. See, we ain't experienced that. We don't know about that. You ain't going to get that from drugs. That's an hallucinogen. It's imagination. It's like going to sleep and you're eating grapes and wake up and you ain't got no grape in your hand. Get the real grapes. Wake up. Get a grape that you can see and touch. Feel the juice of it. The nutrition of it. Don't die stupid. Don't die not knowing your Lord and yourself. Don't die in darkness. Because if you die in darkness, you lie in darkness. And if you wake up in darkness. Ain't nothing worse than having a nightmare and you wake up and it's dark. Kids wake up in the middle of the night. Have a nightmare. Then nightmare when they sleep. Wake up. Nightmare when they wake up. Wake up to the light. Live with the light. Wake up to the light. That's why we're here to get more and more and more lights. More lights. The more lights, the more you can represent that power that brought you here. Now you can bring people to the sweetness. You can take people to the well and give them water. You can feed them like Joseph fed them. You can feed them like Jesus fed them. They represent the best in us. Don't get it twisted now. Listen to me carefully. The reason Allah Almighty sent them because they represent the best in us. Allah is telling us through a personal example. Someone came to a womb of a mother that you have the same thing that I'm giving them. They are drawn from the same water. And don't listen to Shaitan because he is not drawn from that water. He is drawn from, like on the desert, you've seen people, they say mirage. He's drawing from a mirage. You'll never quench your thirst because it'll never be water. You will die of thirst. And we're asking Allah Almighty not to be drinking mirage water. Drink the real water. And live the real life, a sweet life. A sweet life. A beautiful life. Full of love, full of power, full of zest. Full of quest. Joy. It's rare, very seldom you see people have joy. 24/7. That's their Lord's, that's by their Lord's lead. They know how to tap in. They know where the source is. They know where the well is. So they always be able to drink water. They can always dip their bucket and drink. They're never thirsty because they don't drink from mirage. They drink the real well water. And we should too. We're invited to that. Your Lord would never brought you here if he didn't bring you here to enjoy the sweetness of this life. The sweetness of it. And most people are not, it's not sweet for most people because they're not listening. They're not understanding. Because they're seeking refuge in something other than Allah Almighty, their Creator. That's all. It's always been like that. It hasn't changed. We're the same. None of us have changed. From the time of Adam and Eve, we're still human beings, have the same eyes, ears, nose, and the same limbs and everything. We didn't evolve from apes and monkeys. If we did, what about them apes and monkeys still out? They didn't evolve. What happened to them? So don't fall for that. ومن الله توفيق الفاتحة بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.